The New York Knicks have won 3 straight games. They just got finished demolishing the Hornets again. The second time they saw them in less than a week. And not only that, guys, Donte DiVincenzo has just hit a career high. Not only in threes, but in points. And Jalen Brunson did something that I thought he could never do. He matched the points total that he had last night on a back-to-back. That's right. He dropped another 32 points. We're going to break down exactly what this Knicks team did, why they are rolling right now, and why they have just won 3 straight games. All of this and so much more today. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. The New York Knicks have just won their 3rd straight game by demolishing the Charlotte Hornets. They are blowing out teams left and right. Whether they're healthy, whether they're missing starters, it doesn't matter because they're all clicking and gelling at the same time. And I'll tell you one thing. If RJ Barrett had been healthy and ready for that Boston Celtics game, the Knicks would be riding right now a 7-game win streak, in my opinion. They beat Boston with RJ Barrett. But you know what? It doesn't matter because right now, the Knicks are 6-1 in their last 7 games. They are blowing out teams that are playing, and not only that, they're doing so with the big 3 working well together, and they're getting contributions from their bench. But also, like I said the last video, we're getting a shift in the starting unit with Donte DiVincenzo. And Donte is showing you why Quentin Grimes, when he returns, should come off the bench. Because right now is Donte time. And Donte is showing you why the Knicks are looking like one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks destroyed the Hornets 122-108. By the way, they led and won this game wire to wire. They won last night's game wire to wire. They haven't done that, I think, in a decade. This Knicks team is different. Jalen Brunson is leading the way and always leading the charge. Again, tonight, 32 points again. The Knicks improved to 8-5 on the season. Donte DiVincenzo, 25 points. Julius Randle, 21 points. Mitchell Robinson, 4-14. 14 of those rebounds, 11 of them were offensive. He has been a monster on the glass. No team can touch him. He is out rebounding on the offensive glass more than teams are doing collectively. It's scary, it's shocking, and if you're a Knicks fan, it's amazing to watch. We also have to mention Lonzo Ball, 34 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. The man balled out, but he always has been balling out for the Hornets. If you look at his numbers, they've been pretty good and pretty consistent for the last few games. So shout out to Ball. The Knicks have won 6 out of their last 7 games, as I mentioned. And according to Fred Katz of The Athletic, Monday's matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves should be one of the more difficult matchups because if you've been following the Minnesota Timberwolves, they have the best defense in the entire NBA. So if Donte DiVincenzo can put up the numbers that he put up tonight against Minnesota, then absolutely, without question, he needs to start. And if you didn't watch the game, maybe you caught the highlights and you didn't understand why Donte should start, let me tell you why. Better yet, let me show you why. Donte DiVincenzo tonight, folks, in a start, because Quentin Grimes was out, 25 points, career high. 7 threes, career high. 9 of 12 shooting. Efficient. 3 steals. Defensive. Donte DiVincenzo gets my bid for starting. What about you guys? Does he get your bid for starting? Does this prove it? Did last night prove it? Defensively, he's great. He does all the little things and more, always in the passing lanes. And he does the things that Quentin Grimes doesn't do or refuses to do with the starters. Does he cut? Yes. Does he run without the ball? Yes. Can he play defense? Yes. Do I trust his three-point shooting? Yes. Does he have enough basketball IQ and enough playmaking to either make the right play or make the right shot? Check. Yes. Check. Yes. Start Donte. Start Donte. If the Knicks know what's good for them, then for the rest of the entire season, this is the starting unit we must see. Brunson, DiVincenzo, Barrett, Randall, Robinson. That right there is top 3 in the East. That right there, let me repeat it again, is top 3 in the East. DiVincenzo starting in place of Grimes is absolutely the move. Have we not seen enough? Have we not seen Grimes struggle enough with his offense with those starters to know he should play with the bench, where his game would be unlocked and where I argue he would thrive? He would get the Emmanuel Quickley treatment and he would be able to thrive. There's no denying it, folks. If you've watched this starting unit tonight, if you watched the game from start to finish, there's no argument. This is the best the Knicks have looked this entire season. Ball movement was off the charts. They looked fluid. The chemistry off the charts. They look like they've played together for a long time, even though DiVincenzo really hasn't played with everybody for a long time. But it seems like that Villanova connection between him and Brunson is rubbing off on everybody else, and it seems to just work. It fits. Thibodeau, Coach Thibs, I know you see it like I do. I know you see it like we all do. Donte DiVincenzo must start. Grimes must come off the bench. You do that, this Knicks team locks in, clicks even more. You lock them in as third in the East. I promise you that. That's my guarantee with this team if they make this shift. Because of what I saw tonight with DiVincenzo, his defense, his three-point shooting, and his reliability and his chemistry with this unit, and his aggressiveness, his confidence, and his ability to know when to play make, when to take the shot, and when to drive. We need more players like that. He fits this starting unit like a glove. Love what I saw from him tonight, and love what I saw from the starters with him included. It was just great basketball to see. We can't forget about our point guard, Jalen Brunson, who scored 32 points 2 nights in a row. 12 of 21 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3, season high, 8 assists. I was told Jalen Brunson doesn't pass the ball, even though he had a career high in assists last year, had 7 assists yesterday, and now has 8 assists. And 32 points back-to-back on a back-to-back. Jalen Brunson is ridiculous. He's our point guard. Let him continue doing what he's doing. Because not only is it working, it's working well. He's thriving. The Knicks are thriving. And how can you not like to see this? 32 points back-to-back? 32 points efficiently back-to-back. Jalen Brunson is just incredible. I know, like Randall, he had an up and down start to the season, but when he found his rhythm, he hasn't stopped. And he's just been a masterclass, so efficient for the last few games. And I can't wait to see what Brunson continues to do for the rest of this season. He is continuing to make his bid for All-Star this season. And you know what? I think if he continues this way, he's absolutely going to get it. The Knicks have been very smart with their ball movement over the last few games, and everybody's involved, everybody's touching the ball, and that's why everybody's more locked in and everybody's more engaged. It's very simple. When you touch the ball, you're more locked in and you're more focused. So the team need should be passing the ball freely and openly, and that's exactly what they're doing. And a real quick shout out to my guy RJ Barrett, who returned from an injury recently this game, so I really want to give some shout out and kudos to him. 15 points, 5 of 15 from the field, so clearly he's still recovering from whatever illness he's going through. 1 of 5 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. But he was still plus 16, which tells me that RJ Barrett was doing all the little things for the New York Knicks that you needed him to do. That's why he was out there, and that justifies him being out there. Because if you're not scoring, do everything else you can do. That's why I want you out there. And that's what he was doing. Coming off of an injury with that knee and that migraine, obviously, he wasn't clearly right, but he did what he needed to do. The Knicks took this victory. We were solid in the victory, and clearly, we're blowing out teams. We are magnificent on the road like last year. It's the same thing this year. I hope we can do the same thing at home because we got to protect the Garden. We have a matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves in their home court, the best defense in the league. We have to go against them. We have to take it to them, and I want this victory. I want this win, and I want Donte DiVincenzo to hopefully start for that game and do the same thing so he can make it so that Tom Thibodeau knows moving forward that the starting unit has to be this team. Because if it's not, then the Knicks are not doing the service that they need to get the most out of these players. Donte starting and Grimes off the bench makes sense for both players, and I hope Tom Thibodeau sees it too. But what about you guys? What did you think about this great victory that we had tonight against the Hornets? And what did you think about Donte DiVincenzo and his career highs? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below, and of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.